Well, Diarmuid, I suppose better late than never.
Yeah, look, we're delighted, but what a game. Look, right being right, there shouldn't have been any loser there today. Tipperary were fantastic, our lads were fantastic. I think both teams a little bit tired from last week, but like, if you had a crowd to come in and watch the game today, wouldn't they have got some value watching that game from end to end? So look, I'm just really proud of our lads. Even if we hadn't pushed over the line in extra time, still would have been really, really proud of the way they performed. It's just fantastic, you know.
And just, it kind of, I suppose the second half it kind of went a bit flat there after a good first half.
Yeah, look, I thought we could have been up a little bit more in the first half. We gave away a few silly frees. Our tackling wasn't as good as it should have been, and like Tip went a couple of points up near the end. But you know, I think when you look for somebody to show composure, like Adam's pass into Owen Harmon and a great finish, and then you're kind of saying to yourself, we might hold on here. And Tip, fair play to them, hit a couple of great scores to draw the game, and then you're just regrouping for extra time. And look, we had a little bit of a thought in extra time, rather than play our Ethan Hurley deep as a sweeper. We just went 15 on 15 and said, look, we're going to really give it a go in extra time. We got some great scores in extra time, and I think we deserved it definitely in extra time, but in normal time, like, it could have gone either way.
It's obviously a huge thing to come back and retain the title, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's great. You know, I suppose, look, there's been a lot said in the last couple of weeks of how strong Limerick is in terms of the academy, but like, this bunch weren't unbelievably successful all the way along. But I suppose it's how you gather success. Like, maybe all the way along we're building players up to when we get to minor, and then minors where it's important, or under 20s where it's important. But I think with this particular group, there's huge spirit and heart that's involved with the group. And then you have the guys from last year, Jerome, you know, Ronan is excellent, Paddy, Adam English. You can see they played last year and were successful last year. But look, it is because we've been probably getting to finals and maybe not winning as many as we should, and it's great to get it back to back, and there is players here that can play into the future and on 20s and senior teams, we hope.
When the games are tight like that, you know, for a bunch of 16, 17 year olds, does it make a difference to them that they're now in a county that, you know, 7 days ago won an All-Ireland senior, and they have that confidence?
I think so. I think though they have that confidence from watching the seniors over the last couple of years, but also I think they have the confidence from watching the minors last year, and they know that guys like Cathal O'Neill and Colin Coughlin and Aidan O'Connor are going on playing with the 20s, and they were at this stage last year. But definitely, Jerome, there's a bounce in that. It's very easy to convince lads with a Limerick jersey that we should be winning tight games now, you know. But especially when you have the guy to the left of me here doing so well, it makes it very easy as well, you know.
The goals obviously won the games there in the end. The two pieces of skill for the goals just shows like the skill and class these lads have.
Yeah, well, Paddy's been great last year, and he had a great finish for that goal, and then Adam played a great ball into Owen Harmon, and it was a lovely finish as well. And you know, I think the other side of it though is, you know, we've played 2 games now and we haven't conceded a goal, which is great credit to our defence and to Moss in the goals as well.
And another thing, your work rate in extra time, obviously you just stop-start year, you had a few weeks off, a few weeks back, like, just to have that keep going for a full 80 minutes out there, 70 minutes, is incredible. Yeah,
it's fantastic. And Dara Droog, who looks after our physical conditioning, like, you know, any team that Dara is going to be involved with, they're going to be just top class in terms of their fitness levels. And I know we had a couple of lads coming off a cramp, but by and large, the lads were fantastic, you know.
Would you have to plan for an All-Ireland semi-final over Christmas?
Yeah, and we've to play Galway in that semi-final, and Galway have a lot of last year's team, and O'Brien Hanley, the Galway manager, and he's a great guy, and he's trying to do the same thing, I suppose, as we're doing in Limerick, bring players through for the next stage. But look, we'll do our best over the next 2 weeks to get prepared for that. We played Galway here in the Gaelic grounds a number of weeks ago, and Galway were very, very impressive. But so look, we'll just see could we close the gap. You know, last year we played well against Kilkenny for the first half, and then we died away a bit in the second half. So look, I think these guys will be keen to give a good account of themselves.
Yeah, well, I think you had about 22 players on the field today. Would that be at some stage or other, would that be a help, like, you know, just going into
yeah, we've a great panel, and we've you know, and I said it last week as well, and I know there's nothing that can be done about it, but you know, we've 10 guys that aren't here today to share that with us. And on Wednesday night, in our game that we played Wednesday night, the guys who didn't make the panel last week played so well in that game to make sure that guys were honest about today. So look, we have guys, and when you're selecting the team, it's difficult, you know. There's a lot of different approaches we could have. Like, Josh came on last week, didn't start today yet, did well when he came on. Owen Harmon came on and made a difference today. Adam Fitz wasn't in the panel last week and came on today. So just great competition, you know.